So water is life, and we're sitting on the banks of the Limpopo River in the Gaza province in the Mapai region of Mozambique. Now ICORP has come back to Mozambique, and we are now a registered organization in Mozambique. We previously had operations in South Africa. We are busy there with several projects, but we have come along. Ben Raddatz, Jonathan, our paramedic, and myself, together with our Mozambique representative Philip Tovella. He's our project coordinator, and we've spent a week up in Mapai, and we have visited several areas. What we're exactly doing is we are being successful in obtaining a sanctuary, which still has to go through several processes, but we are very excited that ICORP now has basically, we have our own reserve, our own sanctuary, and this for us is very exciting. It's been placed in an area where elephants migrate, and also there's some really big challenges with hardwood poachers. But really what it's about is we think about the word tuananu, which is a Shangaan word for bringing people together, and that is our aim in this project in Mozambique. We want to see the local communities benefit from our project, and that is not through handouts, but it's through skills development and taking people into areas of permaculture, beekeeping, soccer teams, assisting women to sew, teaching them how to sew, and so that we can create an economy that is sustainable, something that people can benefit from, and these are the communities. At the moment, what we're seeing out here is that while the government is doing everything that they can possible to assist the Mozambican citizens, we feel that we can fill some of those gaps in bridging communities with other communities and giving them the opportunities. For us is opportunity. So ICORP, again, we talk about our vision and mission, and there's a full circle approach. We talk about our full circle approach, which is the rangers, communities and wildlife. And this is what we've always been about. Nothing has changed. We're just moving into an isolated area next to the Benin National Park. So it's been a very challenging week, and which is good. And we've seen some really just depressing and it's mind-blowing to see what's happening out here in terms of the climate and the time of the year, which is January. It's the height of the rainy season in Mozambique, and yet there's paddocks that are dusty, there's dust bowls. You can see behind me the river, the Limpopo River is low, it's flowing at a low capacity. I'm not sure what these people are going to be doing by the time we get to June, July, August. It's going to be catastrophic. So this message is for all of our ICORP friends, supporters out there. We're going to be looking at, definitely, there's some needs here that have to be addressed. And as a non-for-profit organization, we're going to be looking at least 2 boreholes, and this is for the communities. We were out in the bush yesterday, and we saw several wells that had been dug just so that cattle can drink water. People are walking miles to get to water sources, and there's people that are taking water out of this river. Now, there's chances of all sorts of diseases and bacteria in these cases. People need fresh water to drink. Borehole water is the safest here. So water and water sources, water reticulation is going to be extremely important. The other aspect is medical issues, medical supplies. Our paramedic that's been with us on this trip from Australia as a volunteer has been very clear on the fact that there seems to be a lack of proper medical supplies for people out in these isolated areas. You know, there's little children and mums that are expecting babies, and mums that are new mums with small infants, and that is what we want to tackle. The other aspect is creating the marketing in terms of the tourism of this area. Now, Pafuri is not far from where I'm sitting, the Pafuri gate to the Kruger National Park, and this is the route that we are on. So we are sitting between Pafuri and Vilankulish, and tourism, I reckon, for this region would be absolutely a life-changing experience, not only for a person coming in here, but also for the local population. And I believe that there are areas that are very interesting to visit. I mean, the Benin National Park is an absolute treasure chest of botanical aspects and birders. So birding, the birding fraternity could probably come and experience something they've never experienced before because of the large pans that they have in Benin National Park. So there's a lot of exciting things, and then of course through to Vilankulish, which is the coastal areas. So ICORP has identified that that being a partner, being a coalition with partners here in Mapai and in Mozambique, strengthens the bottom line. And what is the bottom line? The bottom line is protecting wildlife and securing a sanctuary where these animals once again can flourish. And for ICORP, that is what we want to achieve, and the outcome that we're looking for, with and involving the communities. So I'm coming back to the word tuanano, which is a Shangaan word used, and it means bringing people together. And that is really the essence of what we are all about. We're not a single species protection unit. We are a holistic protection unit. We see the biodiversity as a bigger picture, and that is what we want to protect. We want to protect habitats so that certain species and several species can survive, with a community factor where people are benefiting from our involvement within this region.